because I don't think it's been said yet. Can we place on record our thanks to the staff for the excellent events they arranged at Christmas for the young and the old? And I know there was quite a bit of trauma over the Christmas tree, which they successfully dealt with. And for the benefit of the residents, all of the events organised by the staff are designed to break even, and they do. They are much appreciated by the old age pensioners in the club and by the families whose children attend the events, many of which are oversubscribed. It's a really valuable service to Leigh, and I am sure all who use it look forward to the programme of events I know the staff are putting together for future school and OAP events. I just think it ought to be recorded. As far as city updates are concerned, despite some delays, the 20 mph in the roads between Hadley Road and Elm Road is now in, and that's the sort of square area, London Road to Rectory Grove. I'd urge everyone to give it a chance. I've actually noticed in the last week or so that people are actually slowing down in Glendale Gardens, which is quite interesting. Given the excessive rainfall we're having at the moment, I would also like to ask residents who are having building work done to ensure that their builders don't sweep sand and other detritus down the street drains, because obviously that blocks the drains, and then when we do have a downpour like we've been having, we end up with lakes in the middle of the road. So if people could just keep an eye on that if they're having building work done. Those of you that are interested in the position of Anglian water and the problems with outflows and spillages, etc., into the sea and elsewhere, you might want to look at the webcast of last night's place scrutiny meeting at City Council, as Anglian Water made a presentation and took questions from councillors. And one final thing that was raised with me, the camber of the road outside of Tesco's in the Broadway has been an issue for some time, and I indeed have complained about it sometimes, many times. But it comes to the fore when we do have these downpours, and obviously we've had a lot lately. I've spoken to the portfolio holder at Southend and raised it successively with highway staff. And there's to be an investigation with a view to putting it right, because the problem is that if there's a huge great puddle there, people obviously, if cars go around that corner and they can't always see it until they're around the corner, they then soak everybody and they can't go anywhere else because there's a traffic island in the middle of the road. So it does need to be looked at. So hopefully in the not too distant future something will be done about the camber of the road to make sure that we don't have people getting a good soaking. That's it.